Hello, lovies. It's your Auntie Lisa, the cool aunt, the non-judgmental aunt, the aunt you can tell anything to. Now, I've learned some life lessons, some of them the hard way. Let's find out what life lessons we have today with Auntie Lisa's Life Lessons. Hi, my lovies. It's your Auntie Lisa. I'm so happy to be with you today. I wanted to talk about a topic that I think is very, very important for us to think about. And I admit that I've had struggles with this myself. So I'm really wanting to pass my life lessons on to you on this one. And that is forgiveness. Now, in the course of our lives, we are going to run into people who are going to do us wrong. They're going to do something that we find unforgivable, something that puts a rift into a relationship, something that can separate even families. And the thing is that while you can be mad or angry or hurt or despondent and all those things that happen, what you need to know most importantly, or what you need to do most importantly, is forgive and move on. Now, this is hard to do, mind you, because forgiveness is not something that is easily given, nor is it something that is easily earned. However, without forgiveness, you poison your soul. You follow what I'm saying? Because when you hold in anger or grudge or something of that nature, and you hold it to your heart for a long, long time, all that does is cause a darkness. And you got to remember that when you're forgiving somebody, it's not about them per se. It's about you and you letting go of something so that your life can be lighter. Let me give you some examples. When I was very, very young, something unpleasant happened to me, and that is putting it mildly. And for years, I carried that anger and resentment and hurt with me. And it wasn't until after the person who did the wrong thing passed that I was able to let go. And that might not have been the best way to do it. Because I never got closure with that. So if I had talked to the person and had told them that I forgive them for what happened, maybe I would have gotten closure from it. And you're saying, oh, but Lisa, that's so hard to do. You're absolutely right. It is hard to do, lovey. It is very hard to do. So, let me give you another example. And this is something I fight with daily. Daily. There are people who have done nothing to me, but who I know have injured or hurt somebody that I love deeply, and Auntie Lisa carries a grudge. If you hurt one of her family or one of the people that she loves, she carries a grudge. There is a woman who really did some damage to the professional life of a friend of mine. And I held that. I never could forgive her. She's dead now. She had a horrible form of cancer and passed away from it. I've never forgiven her. I don't know that I can, even though that there's this dark spot in my soul that I'm holding on to where this person was concerned. There's another person who I felt did wrong to the professional life of the same person, and I still have trouble. It's like you can forgive but never forget. Honey, I don't want to forget. I don't want to forgive. And there's a darkness because of it. You follow what I'm saying? So it's something that I need to learn to let go of and to release the anger and release the disappointment. And this goes for family too. I mean, I know family members who won't talk to other family members for one reason or another. What happens if you get to the point that you can't mend that fence anymore because one person has left this earthly realm or something of that nature? I know that some things are or seem unforgivable. Some things aren't. And when you hold on to that grudge, you're just hurting yourself. I know that it's hard. Believe me, I do. There was a time my birth father was not in our lives. He and mom divorced. And after the divorce, there was one instance that was very hurtful to me. And I held that grudge for a long time. Long time. But right about the time I was 21 or so, a little bit older than that, I let go. Because it just wasn't worth it. And I now have a relationship with Pops that I did not have growing up. Because you have to do these things. When you hold on to a grudge for so long, on something that happened so many years ago, it's not the same person now as what was. Do you follow me? For example, I was so angry at my father for so many years. I was a child and was angry. He wasn't much more than a child. I mean, this that happened was when I was 8, which would have made him 28. People learn their lessons as they grow older. People change. And if you keep judging a person by what happened years and years and years ago, you're not doing anything for yourself and your psyche or them and their psyche. I know this is hard to do because I've had to do it in absentia before. I've been in therapy, I've written letters. You do the things that you need to do to release that, to forgive and let it go. And it is hard, but you'll find you're much lighter because of it. You'll find that you're happier because of it. Holding on to past grudges and holding on to past arguments is never a good idea. So that's what I basically wanted to bring up and talk with you about today. I'd like to see you release some of that negativity from your life. This negativity is always negativity, and it breeds more negativity. And you want positive things to happen to you. You want a positive life force. You want happiness. You don't want to spend your life in under a dark cloud. And I know people who cannot give up what has happened to them in the past and continue to permeate life with a dark, dark cloud. Forgiveness, even if it means that you have to write a letter to someone who is not there anymore. I mean, that's what I had to do for some of them. I wrote a letter, and granted, the people may not be with us anymore, but in that letter, I poured out my soul, and then I forgave. It's hard, but it's healing. And if you need somebody to help you through that, look into a therapist. That's what they do. They will help you through that hurt and get you to the point of where you're able to forgive. Excuse me, I'm sorry about that. Anyway, that's our life lesson for today. Hope I didn't get too dark and deep on you. I've got some cookies I'm fixing to make. Next time I'll bring cookies and we can chat with the cookies. Does that sound good? Remember our mantra, which is be bold, be brave, and be unstoppable. And that I love you just the way you are. Bye.